You're watching KSL 5 News.
A breakthrough at the University of Utah could be a game changer for deadly brain diseases like ALS.
The findings published today in Nature, the top journal in science, are the first of their kind. In tonight's Insight Report, Heather Simonsen explains what the discovery means for patients.
Wasn't enough.
Seth Christensen's computer tracks his eye movements so he can type like he used to.
They're a pretty amazing tool.
Before ALS, commonly called Lou Gehrig's disease, began stealing his abilities 7 years ago. After an active life with 4 kids, their youngest just a baby, the diagnosis was devastating.
Oh, man.
It's an understatement. I had to practice breathing in and out, and it really rocked our world.
ALS is taking away his ability to move and think. Jean Corlett has a similar brain disease called ataxia.
I was always losing my balance, and I had a pain in my back.
Once an avid hiker and skier, she can barely walk with a walker. And there are other problems.
Swallowing, choking. I'm always choking.
Scientists at the University of Utah believe they can help people like them.
We treated the mice at 8 weeks, which is, we consider right at disease symptom onset.
They developed a therapy that slows the progression of the diseases in mice by targeting the ataxin-2 gene. The scientists injected the rodents with small snippets of manufactured modified DNA called antisense oligonucleotides.
These are molecules, pieces of DNA that target a specific message in the cell and through a complex mechanism destroy that message.
This is part of the brain under a microscope. These bright red cells are healthy nerve cells. The darker ones are dying. The drug delays the process of dying.
In many ways, like a magical bullet or seek and destroy kind of approach to diseases.
The Christensens are cautiously optimistic about the discovery.
It's hard to put your heart and your hope out on the line again. I do know that there is a little boy at my house that prays every night for those doctors and researchers to find a cure.
Along with alleviating ALS and ataxia symptoms, researchers say it could reverse or bring back some abilities.
We saw that we could halt the progression of the motor deterioration, and we could also revert the changes in specific proteins, and even more amazingly, in the firing of nerve cells.
The hope is that in time, the compound will be given as a spinal injection in patients. It stays in the brain for a long time.
So we can treat mice one time, and for weeks and weeks, we see a therapeutic effect.
That's good news for Jean, who misses her active life in the outdoors, but whose disease is advanced.
I'm hopeful. Not for me, but for other people.
Go, Greg, go.
Seth has already surpassed ALS's average 2 to 5 year lifespan. The Christensens are not giving up hope.
Of course we want that. Of course we're hoping for that, and it would be amazing.
Life for them now, with Amy as Seth's caregiver, is all about endurance and cherishing every precious moment. Heather Simonsen, KSL 5 News.
Heather, thank you. Scientists say the discovery may lead to advances in other neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. They hope to start clinical trials within 5 years.
Well, take a look at this.